movement started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled Shillelagh. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Trojans ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Mobley. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot. And obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. The run inside. It's Mobley.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quickly to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it out with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Out wide left, it's Jordan. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the running game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over it. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. On the run, it's Mobley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. Turning it on. Past the 50. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown. Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Jordan. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. 20. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Miller. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, USC! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Mobley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you can really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Makes the grab. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Gain of 21 on the play. That's a 1st down for the offense.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Sets his feet. It's Carr. Look out! Fires to the big fella. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On his feet at the 40. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Out wide right, it's Mosley. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality. They're running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Oh, pressure's coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Trojans. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking left. Fires into traffic. Picked off. That's a fumble. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down. Long way to go on second down. Hits inside. It's Jordan. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab on the left. A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down and a decision coming right now.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's Carr to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
To the air, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
And this has got to be...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Mobley. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. This will likely be the last play of the half. Running inside, it's Mobley. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack taking on the number 13 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's NC State coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking to pass, it's Mayaba. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Going to the run, it's Jordan. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick give, it's Miller.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And the RPO got him. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Looking for space, it's Mobley. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Carr from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. On the move, it's Mobley. He's past the sticks. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Anderson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Jordan. The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on second and short. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Right side, it's Anderson. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw again. It's complete. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Out wide left, it's Mosley. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also,
picked off to stop the threat. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Moving out to the right. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up.
He's going to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, trying to scramble, you're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Straight ahead, it's Jordan. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes a man miss. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long coming up. Making the adjustment. Looking downfield. It's Mayava. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled Shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown, Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go, and they have looked good. And I think the Jewel Shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The give is to Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Second and long here. They give it back to him. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense? And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be